Janet, try it like it created, and I just got in 2 packs of Olo markers, and the sets that I got are Botanical and Muted. So let's take a look, and they are both brush, and then I printed out this color chart so I can track the colors that I have. Now this is the 128 color swatch sheet, and it's available at Olo Marker. And just take a look here at, this is the connectors, and they're all attached to each other. And then let's see, it says pull this out, and I should be able to dump the contents out. And all of these colors that are in here, oh nice, it has the swatch chart in the box as well. So I think I've got a couple more in here. There we go. All right, so I have dumped them out. So let's take a look at what we have here and what colors we might want to put together. So a couple of greens, a yellow, 2 pinks, a mauve, and a purple. So, and then this is the swatch chart that comes in the package. I'm liking the larger one, even though it is just on cardstock. That's the one I printed out. And then I have a few other markers here that I got at Creativation from their workshop talking about Olo markers. Now, you'll notice here that these are black and these are gray. So the gray, I believe, the gray are the chisel, and then the black are the brush, and I prefer the brush tips. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 chisel tips, and I'm going to change those out to be brush tips. You can just buy the nibs on Olo and then swap them out. So let's start by putting our connectors together. I'm going to put the 2 pinks together. That makes sense. And I can always change these later because they don't have anything to do with each other as far as the ink mixing or anything. They're just connected in the middle to hold them together and make a larger pen. So I'm going to put the green and yellow together. And then, so there are the 4, I'm going to call it markers, but there's actually 2 on, one on each end. So there's 8 colors there. And then I have the muted set, and I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and unpack that as well. So the same thing. So here are all the markers that I just got out of those 2 boxes. And then to swatch them, I look at the code on here, V11, and we look on here for V, and then we go looking for 11, and there we are. And just watching it right there on the cardstock. So I'm going to do that for each of these. R53. So we're looking at R's. Here we are. All right, so there are my 16 colors that I just got in. And you can see how they are grouped together, which makes sense that they are all from a similar set. And then I'm going to go ahead and mark the other colors that I have, and this is a great way to be able to track what you have and then look and see what color families you're missing and what you would want to buy next. All right, so I have 3 colors that aren't on this chart, so I'm going to have to look up. I've got RV, BV, or excuse me, it's RV11, BV11, RV15, I'm sorry, BV12. And I'm not seeing that on my chart, so I'm going to have to look up and see why. I'm guessing they are from the expanded range. And so what I might do is just mark them down here along the side so that I know that these are colors I have, and then label them down here. So now I can track, and I can see here that I have nothing in the orange range, and I need a black, it looks like, and yeah, so you can see, you know, where in the color system what colors I'm missing and what colors I have. So I find this to be very helpful and useful for tracking what I have.